Okay, hello everybody. Today we're going to be talking about the season winter. And here are some vocabulary words. Cautiously, as you can see, he's walking very slowly on the ice or in the snow, or he's walking very cautiously. He's walking very quietly, making sure, oops, go back. Right here, this is freezing point. Freezing point is the temperature where everything freezes, where it becomes ice. Here's this word blizzard. A blizzard, as you can see, is a whole bunch of snow. This word here is frigid. Frigid is very cold. Do you see how those branches are icy? And then halt. Halt means stop. So here we go, my friends. Get those listening ears on. Dear kindergartners, hi from your pen pal Annie. In my last letter, I told you about the 4 seasons that occur in many parts of the United States. Winter, spring, summer, and autumn. Today I'm going to tell you about winter. What kinds of things do you think of when I say winter? Snowmen, icicles. I'll tell you what I think of. Cold. Winter is the coldest season of the year in most of the United States. The shortest day of the year is on December 21st. It marks the beginning of winter. Winter also includes the months of January and February. It can get very cold in the winter in most of the United States. We can tell just how cold it is by using a tool called a thermometer. A thermometer measures temperature, which is a number we use to talk about how cold or hot it is. When it's hot outside, the liquid in the thermometer rises towards the top. When it's cold outside, the liquid in the thermometer stays down near the bottom. Another way you can tell it's wintertime is by the way people are dressed. What are people in the picture wearing that helps them stay warm in the winter? Winter clothing is made to protect you from the cold and to keep your body nice and warm while you spend time outside. Hats, mittens, and scarves help you stay warm in the winter. It is usually cold during the winter where I live in Washington, D.C. Sometimes it gets really cold that it snows. I wish it would snow every day, but the temperature must fall below freezing, below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, in order for it to snow. If the air between the clouds and the ground is below the freezing point, then instead of rain, snowflakes will fall. Some years, Washington, D.C. gets heavy snowstorms known as blizzards that bring city traffic to a halt and force the schools to close. There are other years when it only snows once or twice. This means that some winters are colder and snowier than others in Washington, D.C. What is it like during the winter where you live? Does it snow ever? When it snows, everyone works together to clear the snow. People use snow shovels to shovel snow off walkways so that others do not slip or get hurt. In many places where it snows, snow plows get to work clearing the streets. The big plow on the front of the truck scrapes the snow and ice from the streets. These trucks also carry salt or other chemicals, which they spread on the roads as they pass. The salt and chemicals melt the remaining ice and keep new ice from forming, which makes the roads safer for people to drive their cars. People should always drive and walk slowly and cautiously or carefully in the snow. Snow and ice are slippery, and whether you are walking or driving, you should use extra caution when the ground is covered with snow and ice. I always cheer up when it starts to snow because I love to play in the snow. I like to build snowman and have snowball fights with my friends. Another way I like to have fun in the snow is to go sledding. After a big snow, all you need is a nice steep hill, warm clothes, and something to ride on to go sledding. After playing and working outside in the winter, it is always nice to come back inside to get warm again. Some homes have fireplaces where people light logs on fire to help warm the house. I love reading a good book by a warm fire. In places where it stays really cold in the winter, people usually use gas furnaces and electric heaters to help the air inside their home stay nice and warm. Of course, having a few extra blankets on the bed is always a good idea on those frigid winter nights. Winter is also a time when some people from different religions celebrate holidays. Christmas is a Christian holiday, comes on December 25th. Hanukkah, a Jewish holiday, also falls around this time, and does Kwanzaa, a week-long holiday celebrated by some African Americans. To celebrate these and other holidays in wintertime, sometimes people string colorful lights around their homes and neighborhoods. You should see Washington, D.C. during the holiday season. All of the lights make it so magical. Another important winter holiday falls on December 31st, which is the last day of the year. This day is called New Year's Eve. January 1st, the day after December 31st, marks the beginning of a new year. January 1st is called New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, many people make resolutions or a list of things they would like to do better in the year. Luck and good fortune are common themes for the Lunar New Year, as known as the Chinese New Year, which is a holiday that falls around the end of January and the beginning of February. The color red, thought to be a sign of good fortune and happiness, is the color chosen to wear during the festivals. Homes are decorated with red paper cut into designs, and happy wishes written on red paper are also hung throughout the house. Children often receive red envelopes with money tucked inside. The people who receive these envelopes are also supposed to receive good fortune in the new year. Feasting on fish, pork, poultry, tangerines, oranges, dumplings, and special cakes. Families gather to wish each other good luck. There are so many fun things to do in the winter. What's your favorite part of the winter? Your friend Annie. So what you're going to do is on Seesaw, you are going to answer this question for me. What is your favorite wintertime activity or holiday? And tell me why it's your favorite. So you can use the record button to record yourself telling me, and you can try writing it too as well. Try writing it as best as you can. Sound out those sounds of the words and try writing it for me. And then you're going to draw me a picture of something that happens in the winter. What do you like to do in the winter time? You can draw that for me. Or what happens during the winter time? What holidays happen during the winter time? What does the weather look like in the winter time? All right, thank you, my friends, for listening.